And afterwards, when the product is still fresh, start from the top and move down, dragging the paint tool over the surface and changing its inclination angle during the descent.
Waiting approximately 6 to 8 hours from the last coat applied, carry out the finish by dipping the tool in the product after making a twisting movement.
Abici riflessi may be applied in one or more coats according to the desired effect. The scuffed effect is created by moving a natural fiber brush vertically on the surface. You can create the woven effect by crossing over vertical movements with horizontal ones. You can create other types of finishing according to your decorator's creativity by moving the natural fiber brush in different ways. Here is just one example of the wave effect.
Grit grade sandpaper to further smooth it. After preparing the primer and the tool, apply a coat of finish with the trowel. This operation must be performed by taking small quantities of the product, spreading it with quick, firm movements in different directions at each stroke, and depositing only a thin coat of the product on the surface. After decorating the area of the wall, which should be approximately half a square meter, it is possible to move on to the gloss finish, pressing the trowel repeatedly and firmly on the surface with circular movements. Can be applied with a plastic or steel trowel.
On problematic surfaces, it is recommended to spread the product using a brush and then to decorate it using a plastic or steel float. Apply the first coat of Cadoro, and then after it has dried, in approximately 6 hours, a second coat is to be checked. Use 1500 grit grade sandpaper on it to remove any surface scratches that may affect the final glossy appearance of Grassello di Calci. The product is applied by placing small amounts on the surface and compacting them. Proceed with gloss finishing with a stainless steel trowel, placing the tool diagonally on the surface and pressing firmly before the coat dries completely. Smooth the surface using a wet sponge trowel so as to reproduce the traditional look of old plaster. As an alternative to application with a brush, a wool glove can be used, dipping it directly in the product and wiping the substrate with it. And after at least 15 minutes, when Decori Classici begins to dry, begin the refinishing job with the spatula, pressing the floccules lightly whilst making crisscrossing movements.
It is still wet, texture it with the specific decorative tool. When the effect, prepare a texture by means of the specific steel tooth tool. When it is dry,